Kingdom Hearts has been in our lives since its first ever release in 2002. By now, at its 15th anniversary, it has really become one of the most beloved series in gaming history. But with the release of so many sequels and prequels, the story has become convoluted. With Kingdom Hearts Grand Tour, I wish to explain the story to you piece by piece, starting with Kingdom Hearts 1. The story revolves around this one boy called Sora. At this moment, he is 14 years old and lives on Destiny Islands. Together with his best friends Riku and Kairi, they come to play on this island every day since they can remember. It is Riku and Sora that have always lived on that island, but Kairi only arrived to the islands when she was like 5 years old. Ever since that day, Riku had the idea of there being more worlds than just the islands. Since then, he was determined that someday he would set off with his friends to see other worlds. So now the trio are building a raft to sail out and see new worlds together. And this marked the beginning of a long and beautiful adventure. On the island, there was a secret place, only known to the three of them. Here they would carve on the walls and hang out once in a while. But one day Sora went in to the secret place to find rations and found a strange hooded man standing there. He muttered,
"I've come to see the door to this world. This world has been connected, tied to the darkness, soon to be completely eclipsed. You do not yet know what lies beyond the door."
Then Sora noticed a door behind him. Was it always there? But the mysterious man disappeared and Sora didn't make much of it. He might have been dreaming, for all he knew. So he exited and continued looking for rations for their trip. The night before departure, Sora woke to the sound of a storm, and he feared the conditions of the raft and went to check it out. Upon arrival, he saw the rowboats of Kairi and Riku there too. And Riku was standing on the island waiting for Sora, stating it is time to leave, that this is the only way to see other worlds, leaving their family behind and never to return. While being engulfed in darkness, he reached for Sora's hand. Riku accepted the darkness as he was not afraid of it, but Sora failed to reach him in time before Riku disappeared into the darkness. But amidst the darkness was a glimmer of light, and Sora was presented with the Keyblade, a power to fight the darkness. With Riku already gone, Sora needed to find Kairi and rush towards their secret place. It had to be the only place for Kairi to hide. And surely she was there, standing before that door? But when she turned, Sora spotted a lifeless, pale look in her eyes and she started flying towards him, disappearing into his arms. The mysterious door opened and Sora was sent flying, and he fell into darkness. And so did Destiny Islands. The mysterious hooded man was foretelling the impending doom of Destiny Islands, stating it will be completely eclipsed. Sora woke up in a town called Traverse Town. He met other people who also lost their homeworld to the darkness. These people are called Leon, Yuffie, Sid, and Aerith, all from the Final Fantasy universe. They explained to Sora that Traverse Town is a world of refugees, people who have lost their homeworld and have nowhere else to go. And Leon also explained what the purpose of the Keyblade is, and what happens from now on. The Keyblade is a tool to fight the darkness. It's the only tool to completely destroy the Heartless. Heartless are beings that come into existence when people perish. When a person dies, the darkness in their hearts takes shape and become a Heartless. And the Heartless are then attracted to other hearts, other darknesses. They will keep on coming after Sora because the Heartless fear the Keyblade, because Sora is the supposed chosen one to be its wielder. It appears that a guy named Ansem studied the Heartless and he might know how to stop the Heartless, or how they came to be. As Ansem might know what in the disappearing world is going on, Sora sets out in search for his friends. It is then he meets Donald and Goofy. These two are on a quest to find the key. Donald and Goofy are subordinates to the royal king Mickey. They tell Sora that the king went missing and they needed to find the key and stick with it, meaning the Keyblade Sora wields. Sora had found himself starting a party with Donald and Goofy. With the help of their vessel, the Gummy Ship, Sora and the gang can now visit worlds in search for their friends and the king. The Kingdom party arrived in a world called Wonderland. It's in this world the party encounters a little girl named Alice. Alice is in trouble and a trial is being held for her conviction. When Sora and the gang step up to save her, she gets kidnapped by an unknown force, making their adventure continue to other worlds. They soon arrive in Agrabah, where they encounter Aladdin and Yasmin. These two seem to be in a pickle as well. The Grand Vizier Jafar seems to be after Yasmin, but for what purpose? As Sora makes his way through the issues of this world, he arrives a little bit too late to save the day, and Yasmin disappeared too. In the same fashion, Alice had disappeared, making their journey continue once again. The gang takes a little break in Traverse Town again, but what's this? Riku is here too! Sora found him! And it seems he can pick up the Keyblade as well, but he tosses it back to Sora. Sora wants to know what happened, where Kairi is, how to find her. But Riku is getting a little upset that Sora found new friends to aid in his adventure. He gets so jealous that he fuels his anger with darkness. The one that fuels this darkness is the Dark Witch Maleficent. She had taken Riku under her protection and is teaching him the ways of darkness. So Riku took off without even saying goodbye to Sora, making Sora's quest to find his friends start from square one again. After visiting more and more worlds, Sora finds himself in a ship. This ship belongs to no other than Captain Hook. It is here where Sora is being held captive and finds out that in the cabin next to him, Kairi is being held. Sora finally found her, but why is there no life in her? Why is she not saying anything or even moving? What is wrong with her? Before Sora could reach her, she gets dragged away by Riku, and Riku explains that Kairi had lost her heart, and he is trying to save her. He even let Maleficent awaken true darkness within his heart to achieve this goal. The story brings the two together in Hollow Bastion, and with pure strength of heart, even if it's the strength from darkness, Riku summons forth Sora's Keyblade and strips him from his powers. But why? Sora fought his way here with the Keyblade, but in reality, the Keyblade had always belonged to Riku. On Destiny Island, when Riku fell into darkness, the Keyblade was supposed to come to him, but instead made its way to Sora as his heart was untainted. So now Riku got the Keyblade and Sora is left with a wooden blade. Even Donald and Goofy leave Sora's side, as their quest is to follow the key. Meanwhile, Maleficent is continuing her own plot. She finds herself in the top part of the castle, and here we see Alice and Yasmin, even Belle, Snow White, Cinderella and Aurora. They seem to be in some kind of cryogenic sleep. Maleficent speaks and asks the purest of hearts to reveal a keyhole. What is this? What's the meaning of this? Meanwhile, Sora is now on his own and finding his way to the castle even without the Keyblade. Entering the castle, he confronts Riku again, but when Riku strikes, Goofy blocks his attack. He could never leave Sora, of course. They've become best friends, and Donald too. So Donald and Goofy both decided to rally back to their friend. Sora's friends are his power, of course. The Keyblade recognizes this strength of heart and leaves Riku too, returning back to the faithful Sora. Riku retreats and tries to request Maleficent's aid once more, but instead of Maleficent, he encounters the mysterious hooded man. He requests Riku to open himself up to darkness, to become darkness itself. So Riku opens himself up to the darkness and becomes a vessel for this mysterious hooded man. Riku has now fully given himself to the darkness. This allows him to summon forth a new and powerful Keyblade. Maleficent is still looking for a way to reveal that keyhole. She states the princesses of heart are all there, meaning all the kidnapped princesses have the purest of hearts. These princesses' hearts are only filled with light. There isn't a glimmer of darkness within them, but it seems they need 7 princesses. And Riku has a plan. Riku shows what his new Keyblade is capable of. His new Keyblade has the power to unlock people's hearts, and makes an example of Maleficent, stabbing her right in the chest, unlocking all darkness within. But eventually, she let the darkness consume her completely. Sora finally finds Kairi, but she isn't responding to his calls. But then Riku enters the scene, explaining that the keyhole cannot be completed as long as the last princess's heart still sleeps. Kairi's heart, the 7th princess of heart. But without her power, the keyhole remains incomplete. Riku urges Sora to give Kairi back her heart. Remember on Destiny Islands when Kairi disappeared into Sora's arms? It's on that moment her heart sought refuge within Sora. This whole time Sora was looking for his dear friend. She was with him all the time. But now Riku wants to release her heart to finish the keyhole to all worlds. This keyhole would unleash all darkness to all worlds, so darkness rules all. The one who planned this all along is none other than Ansem, the Seeker of Darkness. He was the mysterious hooded man. It was him who visited Sora on Destiny Islands and predicted that darkness would fall into his world. It was him who deceived Riku into opening himself up to the darkness, also he could make Maleficent gather the 7 lights to open the door to darkness. Now Ansem wants to unlock Sora's heart to set Kairi's heart free, but Sora feels Kairi's presence and now has to fight back, pushing Ansem back. With Ansem bested, Sora picks up the disarmed Keyblade to unlock people's hearts. He wished to use it on himself to save Kairi, stabbing himself in the heart, releasing Kairi and fading away into darkness. Kairi wakes up, but Sora vanishes. With Kairi revived, the keyhole is complete and Ansem wants to end it there. But Riku uses his last strength to keep Ansem at bay and let Kairi, Donald and Goofy escape. Sworn by Heartless, on the way out, Kairi senses a presence, familiar and warm. She thinks that one of the Heartless is Sora, so she doesn't think and hugs the Heartless, reaching for Sora. And poof! With her light, Sora finds his way back from the darkness, being revived in the world of light. The gang is now all back together, except for Riku. He lost himself to the darkness, to Ansem, so they must defeat him. They must close the door to the world of darkness. The darkness is pouring out as they speak, so Sora prepares himself to enter the keyhole and save Riku. This keyhole leads to a place called the End of the World. It has remnants of all worlds that fell into darkness with the Heartless's onslaught. Even Destiny Islands, Sora's home world. It is here Ansem resides, finalizing his plans. Ansem wants everything to return to darkness, because everything is born from it, and also end. Deep within the darkness lies a door. This door is Kingdom Hearts. Ansem says it's a door that leads to complete darkness, opening it and devouring all light. But he's wrong. Sora points out that Kingdom Hearts is light, and that light devoured Ansem whole. The one thing Ansem was right about is that behind this door was the realm to darkness. Kingdom Hearts might be light, but it separates the realm of light and the realm of darkness. And with that door opened, all darkness could escape, so they must close the door. With their attempt to push it to a close, a familiar hand comes to his aid. Riku, from the other side of the door, helps to pull it to a close. And a voice. King Mickey is also with him. Mickey asks Sora to help seal Kingdom Hearts when the door closes, because it needs to be sealed from both sides. The king went on a quest to find another Keyblade, the Keyblade from the Dark Realm, so it can be used from the world of darkness. Right before the door closes, Riku asks Sora to take care of Kairi. It's Sora's promise of a lifetime. The door closes and Sora and Mickey seal Kingdom Hearts from both realms. With Kingdom Hearts restored, so are the worlds devoured by the darkness. And Destiny Islands will be restored too. We see Kairi returning to her home world, but Sora cannot follow from here. He is still on his quest to save Riku and the king, marking his way to a new adventure, a new chapter in the Kingdom Hearts series. Thanks for watching, guys. This was Glitchy with the Kingdom Hearts Grand Tour. Hope you liked it, hope I explained the story well. Leave a comment and subscribe for more content. The next one in the Grand Tour will be Chain of Memories, so stay tuned.